Right, hi everyone. Happy Saturday to you. Although I'm filming this on Thursday night before I go live. So this was at the bottom of the deck. So I am just going to take that as the overall energy because for the shorts, I don't always look at the shorts to remind myself, but more so recently they have been guiding me to because they do seem to be fitting in with the longer form videos like the live streams and the when I get the chance to do the short ones like this. Because if you're new to me, what I have noticed is like live streams are way more worth my time and energy. I don't know what it is about the standalone videos, but they just don't get the views. And if they do, they're lying about it. I like doing videos like this. I don't mind, I've said before that Gregory Scott had said, he said, you must be really bored if you're sitting doing a video yourself. But actually, I don't. I find it therapeutic. But yeah, I wouldn't say you know what? I don't like the word prefer when people are like, but I suppose, yeah, I suppose I do prefer to do live streams when people are there to chat, but not always. Like sometimes I'm not really in the mood for chatting back and forward, you know what I mean? Because like I said, I am 79% more introvert than extrovert. Um, again, I know people will be sick of hearing me say this if you've watched me for 10 years over the different platforms, but or even 5 years. But basically, I'm always in my Leo midheaven when I come on here. Like, why wouldn't I be? Do you know what I mean? Like the Leo midheaven, it is about being seen. It's about being on the main stage in the public. So I'm always going to be in that energy when I go live. Do you know what I mean? But like I said, I'm not in that energy day to day. I would do my own head in quite literally. Like I'm more Plutonian, more of a Scorpio day to day. I'm more introspective, people watcher, kind of, chatty and all that too. I've got a sad moon in the Aries sun, so I am very bubbly and chatty and stuff too. But sometimes I really don't want to talk. So um and currently as I'm filming this, we're still in the new moon in Cancer. So it's sun and moon in Cancer right now. And we were in the last degree of Mercury in Cancer, but actually Mercury, I think, has moved into Leo. Yes, 0 degrees Leo now. So you see, I can tell because most of today, I don't know what word to use. So again, I don't want to go into it too much on this because this is the one for Saturday. And but like I said, I'm just filming it now, so I don't need to cram it all in tomorrow. And I might even film Sundays like tonight after the live stream. I'll just see how I feel. But the point is, um, because I'm a divine channel, like everyone that's here all the time knows this, right? But sometimes, as long as I've been doing this, which if you're new to me, I've been helping Twinflames for a decade now. Can't believe it. And like I said, even beyond that, when I think of things in my life, I was helping people before that. But that's when I professionally started working with clients and working in public and stuff. And then I only actually said in public that it's only Twinflames that I heal. That was 4 years ago now this year. So but even before that, I was still doing twin flame readings and stuff. I just wouldn't home in on me being a twin flame, which again, because there are some people out there that do that, and I would always know. Um, but just to recap on if people are new. But anyway, yeah, so because I channel the energy, sometimes it can take me a minute to work out that, oh, it's not me feeling this way. They're making me feel that energy for when I do this. And that was a wee bit like today, but I cottoned on quite quickly, but it's still not nice. Like it was a very like it was just like loads of past memories that were coming to me and just like sadness and I was definitely being made to feel how divine masculine feels, and there was also there's a few weird things with dreams that I've just realised have happened the last couple of nights. I'm going to talk about that in the live stream though, so you've already seen that if you watched the one for Cancer in the fourth house. Also, if you're new or not new, remember, don't just watch the ones that are titled with your sun, moon, rise, and Venus. I don't work like that the way that others work. Everybody works differently, but the way that I work is we've all got a fourth house somewhere. We've all got, because fourth house is family, your feelings, soul family, trauma. Um, these are just a few of the things, the past, ancestors. We've all got that. You know what I mean? Even if you've not got planets and all that, that's a thing that people say, oh, I've not got any planets there, I've not got, you've got energy there. And you've all got your cancer somewhere. And like I said, you'd be really in your feels if you've got your fourth house in cancer. And if you want to know about your own chart in the way that I uniquely read people's charts, then you can book a session and we can do that. And if you're brand new, there is a session that's aimed at new people, and you get a wee bit money off, quite a big bit of money off of that actually. And if you're new as well, sorry, if you're not new and you're loyal and you've been here a long time, I have always got sessions at that same price as well. But all I just say to people is just honor the fact that you're not going to have access to everything that I can do, because I do a lot of stuff in those sessions. So be mindful of that. If you've got any doubts there and you're wanting to do some deep-seated clearing trauma, you'll have to book the 222, the regular session. Also, if you're a member on the second level above Rainbow Warriors or above, basically the majority of people are on Rainbow Warriors now. So thank you, I'm really grateful. And then there's a couple of people on the first level, Soul Fam Wolf Pack. For a while, it was actually most people are on there, and there was a couple of people, but now people have upgraded. So that's a really good sign. Thank you. At least I know I'm doing something right if you're wanting to move there. But I don't know right now. I don't know about those other levels. The main one, no, not the main one, but the big one for Twinflame and Union. Yeah, I'll just keep that sitting there, and because it will. I do foresee it will be helpful when more people are in Union. But it's more in depth, as you can see. It's more money. It's more in depth. I'll be very involved, um, and I'd be testing that anyway. I don't know. I've always had very involved memberships, and sometimes it can be a bit intense for me. So I don't know. I've just left it sitting there to feel it out. The third level, I don't know. I don't know, guys. It's just because I always attract people with dyslexia. Basically, not well, yeah, dyslexia too. It'll be, but ADHD was the one I meant to say, and loads of other things that you know can make it a wee bit difficult for you to just you get more overwhelmed or blah blah blah. So, procrastinate and all that. So I just thought it might have been an idea to have that third level at that, but I don't know. I don't know because I don't know. I don't know. So we're just gonna. I don't know. That's what I mean. I don't know just now. I might take that one off, but I'll feel into it. Anyway, let's quickly do this. So what have we got? So like I said, that smoky mirror card, even the fact I held it upside down, is really speaking to me, because on the shorts for the rest of the week leading up to Monday. Remember, these are timeless, but I'm just saying for the rest of the week leading up to Monday, there does seem to be a theme of divine masculine energies, male or female, like rumbling some kind of false person, like a karmic energy. And then it's not a coincidence at all. Today, I'll say this in the live stream, but today I caught like Total Recall. It's one of these films I could watch over and over, right? Like it was a few years ago, and I caught it on the Sky Movies, and like I was channeling it into the message just because it's like a perfect example, but one of the many perfect examples. But yeah, it was specifically the bit when his best friend, so pay attention to all the words because this could be relevant. His best friend is trying to trick him to think that he's the good guy and to go against the one that is the one that's really is, well, it's just the equivalent of his twin flame in this, you know. And so he's really confused. He like doesn't know what to trust because his best friend is telling him like, shoot her, basically the one he's in love with. And she's like, he's lying, he's manipulating you. So again, wow, shadow side of, again, I'm probably going to be repetitive of what I'm going to say tonight, but that's what came through there. So because we're in moon, and like I said, sun and moon in Cancer, and for most of this day the Mercury was in the last of Cancer. Again, I do feel there could be a lot of manipulation that's been getting highlighted, because Cancer is a lovely energy. It's mothering, it's loving, it's unconditional love. It's always the energy of Mother Mary, which is, this is my color for Mother Mary and Jesus. It's kind of like the blues, and then the electric blues, Archangel Michael for me. But yeah, like but the shadow side is manipulation. When people tug at your heartstrings and all that kind of stuff. So there's the first card. So the serpent, yeah, snakes in the grass. Do you know what I mean? So that's the first. That's what you need to let go of. So, but yeah, it was specifically the bit that I turned it on at. I did. Just going to look at. God, those kids are making quite a lot of noise out there. So there could be something about healing your inner child, because I'm hearing all those kids outside. This is not a delusion. He's trying to manipulate you. So that's her talking about his best friend. The best friend keeps saying to shoot her, and then he makes a split last minute decision to shoot the best friend because he realizes he's lying. And then there's another bit that says the heart wants to live in the present, look there. And it was all this big chat about the past. So again, it's very relevant because cancer is the past as well. But again, it's more the fact that all day they just made me feel feelings of the past. And it was like just a very sad, shitty energy, basically. So I'm quite glad I can now feel the uplifting energy, Leo already coming in. Because by the time you're watching this, it's Leo moon. Woohoo! So there's the second card that, wow, this is nuts. So again, I know it's the language of the way my guides and God speaks through me. Look, snakes in the grass, you can see through them. Wait a minute. That's a thumbnail. The owl is able to see in the dark. That's one of my, that actually, the snake and owl are some of my main power animals. But you can call upon any power animals. You've now got the discernment to see through. Wait a minute, sorry. I always forget that about this talk. Like it's because I've lost weight. It's like way baggier. So, but if I wear the black bra, you can see through. But anyway, sorry about that. So, but that's what I know they're saying. It's like you can now see through the snakes in the grass. Wow. Just like in Total Recall. That's really clever that they got me to catch that. And it was because it was specifically that. But the third one, the Andean cross, and the fourth one, because it's 9 o'clock now. So I'm going to quickly buzz through this. Right. So 46. 46 is this is the one that you no longer need to define yourself by. The serpent is the life force of Mother Earth. The coiled serpent is the Kundalini, brings passion, healing, and renewal. So I also feel that's about people going through a specific Kundalini awakening. So you could actually have a lot of back pain going on, or just extreme sexual energy that you need to channel. You know, you need to sort of move your energy and go and do something creative. Or because with a healer that's went through all of that, myself and also helping other people through it for the past decade. She offers us the fruit of the tree of knowledge in the Garden of Eden and reminds us to shed the past the way she's sheds her tired old skin. Also, we're in the year of the snake. Serpent comes to offer you the forbidden fruit that will set your passion and creativity free. But for forbidden fruit, there could have been something here about this being a forbidden love, which again, I've explained, there's loads of placements in people's charts, which can make you feel like that. And actually, it's all in your head, you know. So you're not going crazy. But again, remember, in Total Recall, that's what they try to make him feel. But it's like, that's why astrology is so important. I feel, you know, how passionate I am about it. That like, get to know these things in your ship. So it's like that you don't self-sabotage, and that you don't like wake up one day and you regret not going after what you want. The serpent power of the Kundalini, because again, it's not only can I see that in your chart of astrology, but then I've actually got so many tools: a hypnotherapist, being a counselor, a shaman, a Reiki master, if that, you know, is something that floats your boat too. But like I said, I don't mention that as much because for me, shamanic healing is way stronger. It's not like better, it's just stronger, you know. So Reiki is more sort of gentle, but again, it's, you know, it's each your own, it's what you prefer. But yeah, the serpent power of the Kundalini is stirring within the chakras, gently asking you to embrace its mystery, shed the old skin that you've been so attached to, and that's also this question, and welcome the vulnerable pink underbelly that will bring you a fresh experience of your life, your passion, sexuality, awakening, and this can be scary. Trust the wisdom of the serpent to transform your sensual energies into beautiful original manifestation. The second one is the card in the west represents the part of you that needs to die, an old story that needs to be shed, so that you can find a new meaningful story for your life. Also, you could be 39, or your person could be 39, because there's a 39 on the card. That happens a lot around here. Owl is basically the numbers have followed as I have aged and my twin flame. So that's kind of what that's about. But again, if you're older than 39 or you're younger, then just disregard that bit. But Owl is the master of the night. She can see situations with perfect clarity, more so than when it's dark, and is able to discern the truth with others when others are sightless. So that's what I'm saying. Crystal clear visions. It's not like I'm the only one that, you know, that's a seer that can see far ahead, but I am, when it comes to the twin flame community, this channel might be small, but like I say all the time, you know, it's kind of like I saw something on my phone earlier. It's like, you know, you never know when you're entertaining angels, but it's kind of like they're telling me, I saw it, and it's like they've just reminded me, it's like a lot of people could just, like, you know, quickly scroll past my channel because they suppress the numbers. But then they're missing out on the, you know, they're missing out on the Amazing Soul family because it's our channel, but they're also missing out on the depth of experience and knowledge that I've got on this journey, like helping others, but like I said, me going through it myself too, because I've been in a massive separation, like again, very long periods of time, a lot of experience in that area. So again, I feel this is going to be relevant to whoever this speaks to. A lot of patience has been needed for what I've personally went through, and so that might be like you too. Me and my Twinflame. She helps you find your light and your lightness in the darkest moments in your life, to embrace the night as your ally. Owl can bring you messages from the invisible world. She opens your ears so that you may hear the voices of the ancestors and you may acquire their wisdom and make it your own. I'm sure this is a card that I quote often, that's like she shows you what you need to see, you didn't want to see. So yeah, there's a card about discernment that I pulled in the short. So like I said, I don't know what days, but they're somewhere dotted about up until Monday. So again, we're on Thursday now, so you'll see them at some point. Look around, notice every detail, and find the hidden message brought to you by Owl. Do not shoot the messenger. Be grateful to the friend who shows you what you have not wanted to see until now. And that's why it's important they made me catch that film, because he doesn't want to believe it at first, that he's literally sleeping with the enemy and the wife is a double agent. Again, that could actually be a thing here, that someone's wife has been against them in some ways. But yeah, or a husband, you take how it resonates. Sometimes they're that specific. Observe the facets of the diamond without judgment. Doesn't always need to be a wife or a husband too. It could be a family member. It could be a best friend, because they were talking about it at the Truman Show. Like that scene on the beach. Because I've had scenes like I've had not scenes. I've had experiences like that in my life where you're kind of like, nah, surely not. With friends and stuff. So look out. That's why I've been sitting here, like for everyone else, but also for my twin flame too. That I had moments like that with people I'm really close with. That like. You're just like, nah, there's no way this person would snake me, or there's no way this person would lie to me, or you know what I mean? So, I'm putting that out for everyone else, but also specifically for him, he needs to watch with, I don't know who it'll be around, you know what I mean? But when his might have already happened, but, just I'm putting out there for others. Remember that the facets you dislike are often mirrors of the parts that you do not want to recognize. Do not be afraid of the truth, as it will become your compass. So that's, so you can make a new meaningful story, with the truth and not living a lie. And again, like I said, so I don't like when they go into, well, it's not too deep. Again, nothing can be too deep, but I'm going to be deep, because at the end of the day, the sun is in my 8th house for the next week. So it's more of a very Scorpio kind of vibe. I'm always Scorpio vibe if you're here all the time. If you're new, you'll notice, but if you're here all the time, you know that. But yeah, with the sun in my 8th house, Scorpio energy, I'm very detective mode right now. The card in the North represents the wisdom you need to acquire. It's the lessons you've learned, the deeply buried treasures available to you. And the time has passed, and it's that one. The time has passed, and the window of opportunity is now closed. Now is not the moment to take the leap that you've been over preparing for. It's best to wait until conditions in the heaven line up again to offer you a more propitious moment. Any bold action you take now will require tremendous effort on your part, just as important as knowing when to act. There's no when to turn to inner stillness and wait for more favorable times. But remember, that is the medicine that's ready to mature and is deeply buried. So that came out, and that came out last week with what you need to release. So it's moved a question. There's only 4 questions in this, and it's moved, which is why I like that it's become a ritual that I do this every Saturday. But basically, and remember, you could actually get this for yourself. This would be the perfect one for I should say that in every video, and I don't. This would be the perfect one for a 15-minute unlisted. Or I could do it in a Zoom session if you want me to. But basically, yeah, when that came out, I'm getting the same feeling. This is actually about, although that was saying it's not a good time to take action, because sometimes it isn't. That I actually feel it's like now is the time, because Mercury goes into the pre-shadow. So Mercury retrograde is going to be Mercury retrograde is going to be in Leo, because it's already just moved into Leo. So the whole time it's in Leo. So it comes about, in a couple of weeks. But now, from Monday, the 1st of July, that is the 1st of July, isn't it? Is it actually? It's Monday, the actual 1st of July. How satisfying is that when it lands on a Monday? No, Tuesday. I just keep thinking it's Monday because that's my Monday, because I always have a Monday off. Well, not the Monday night, but anyway, the point is, because that's when I do mediumship Monday, if you're new around here. But yeah, basically that's what it means, right? So this is your, if I'm putting this out on the Saturday or late Friday night, that's the point. If things are already misunderstanding, miscommunication with you and your twin flame, or with you and karmic energies, or whatever else, here's your warning that if you can clear things up, I always say this before Mercury retrograde, and again, it's only the pre-shadow, but you'll start to see the mix-ups come in before we're officially in it. I'm not one of these people, I know it might seem like it, right? But Mercury retrograde isn't all bad. I was actually born with Mercury retrograde. I've got loads of friends and clients that are born with Mercury retrograde, and things can actually really sort of work out for you. Like, like you might have a lover from the past, a twin flame from the past, returning the Mercury retrograde. It might be great, especially because it's Leo, and Leo's about happiness. Everyone knows Leo moon is my favourite. So come and, I was going to say come and join us, but this is for so you might have joined us last night when I do the Friday card, the free cards, because I do free cards on the Leo moon, so that's once a month. So before you know it, you blink and it's there. And all the rest of the time, I've got paid offerings, but yeah. So basically, that's what it is. So take what resonates. Like I always say, it might not be the right time in your life, but with changing the wind being the last one, 63, I feel that's what that's about. So the last one is the card in the East represents your possible destiny, the way that you'll share your treasures and gifts with others. I know all these questions are so similar, it does my head in. So when the wind comes as medicine, you're being invited to recognize the value of chaos. Yeah, I get it. It's tower moments, right? Again, if you've seen Total Recall, you kind of get the vibe that I'm on about. If you've not seen it, watch it. It's like, again, because there's a couple of them, but I really love the more modern one, the one with Colin Farrell. And Jessica Biel, I think, that's Thingy's wife, Justin Timberlake. I don't know how they've got me from that to that, but that just reminded me of the song. It's like you're my mirror staring back at me. You know what I mean? That song. So maybe somebody's actually seeing you as their mirror, like somebody's seeing. I feel like I'm hearing somebody say, "How could I not see this before? How could I not see this before?" Like, so that I feel is quite a lot. So again, your masculine might have went through this ages ago, or you might have thought they went through it ages ago, and they're only having that realization now. Or this might be you, and it hasn't happened to you yet, and it's going to, or it happened ages ago. So it's different parts of the timeline, but this does seem to be coming up again. It came up in the shorts. The wind comes as medicine. You're being invited to recognize the value of chaos. So I'm feeling tower moments. It's tower moments with Mercury going into dramatic Leo this weekend, and building up to the Mercury retrograde. But it doesn't need to be the Mercury retrograde. Mercury, planet communication in Leo, drama, full stop. You know what I mean? But add in the Mercury retrograde, drama. Entertaining, but drama. Trust me. Windstorms provide necessary chaos to clear the air and spread seeds so that plants and trees can take root in new fields. Right now, it may seem as if your world has been turned upside down, but this is a temporary storm that will blow over. Perhaps communication has broken down between you and another, so it feels like for a lot of twin flames. Many to-do lists are overwhelming you. The medicine is to simplify, slow down, course correct if you need to. Yeah, especially because we're going into the pre-shadow, it is to start slowing down, or wait for the storm to clean things up. Just know all storms have great value if you can remain neutral during their course. Greater clarity and good things will come from it. Remember, this too shall pass. That's one of my favourite sayings when things aren't going so great. So again, the false person card might come out. I'm going to use someone in live tonight. Wow, despair. That's where some of the masculines are at, particularly if you're a male. That's really going to hit hard there. You don't need to be male. You could be a masculine. It's a female. Like I explain all the time, that's all the females that are drawn to me basically are usually the masculine energy. I'm always open for that to be different, but that's the way it's been for a very long time. So that could be you or that could be your person. But yeah, someone's in despair. But again, there could be some reason why you might be coming into some kind of like abundance, or so however this all resonates. But look, somebody could actually be going from a really rough time to actually feeling like a bit of the man, because we've got wealthy man and despair. So this could be you going from feeling like you're in the Five of Pentacles to feeling like you're the Sun card or something. So regardless of your gender, but yeah, and I think you're about to take, look, I think you're about, you could have literally had a tough time with money, or it's like emotionally coming out of dark night soul. But I feel you're about to make a journey. Yeah, so just wanted to pull some wee cards here. I felt guided to. So I was tempted to wait a minute. Where is that? I do want to use that for the thumbnail. Because this, look at this. This is quite a good thumbnail. The owl despair in the smoky mirror. It's like someone can see through the illusion. Wait a minute. It's because I don't know. It's because I don't know what way. Like sometimes it's a mirrored image. See mirrored image again though. Anyway, that was worth doing that because now I've only got to do Sunday and I might just do it at the end of tonight. So I will see you on Monday for Mediumship Monday. Yeah, so see you later.